Sitting, sleeping, and lifting are things we do every day, but did you know that you could be doing wrong, which could lead you to back or neck pain? Well, don't worry. Dr. David Rothbart of Spine Team Texas has our back in these matters. Good to see you, sir.
Nice to see you.
So you're going to talk about some things we do every day that could lead us down a dangerous path.
That's right, Rob. You know, the question I most commonly get asked is, what's the best way to treat back pain? And it's easy. It's prevention.
Don't get it in the first place.
That's right.
All right, so standing and sitting, things we do every day, every evening when we go to bed. You say there are some ways to make that safer for our back.
That is correct. First of all, standing. A lot of people have jobs that require a lot of standing, and they commonly take that military posture. It's better to put one foot forward, slightly bent, and keep that back nice and straight. As far as sitting is concerned, when you sit, first of all, you want to have your knees higher than your hips. That prevents you from leaning forward. You also want to have good back support. So if your chair does not have good lumbar support, you want to get a pillow like this or just roll up a towel or blanket and put it back.
Now, I've seen these before, but I've not heard that about having your knees higher than your hips. So you want to not crank the chair all the way up and lean in, but have it a little interesting.
Exactly.
All right, so the next thing, talking about lifting. Sometimes we have to lift things, and I always hear bend with the knees, but there's more to it than just that.
That is correct. So, for example, if you have an item and you want to pick it up, you do not want to pick it up by bending forward at the waist. You either want to lean forward like that or doing a squatting position. The other important fact is you don't want to carry heavy objects out in front of you. Keep it close to you. You don't want to shift your center of gravity forward.
Okay, so it's keeping it close to there so you're setting it over your hips and kind of have a little more control that way.
Exactly.
All right, a lot of people on the road a lot, they're traveling, they have their carry-on bags, they have their computer cases. You say all of that schlepping can be dangerous for the back.
That's right. So a couple of rules on that. First of all, pack as lightly as you can. Second of all, divide it up into two bags rather than one heavy one. If you can, check your bags. Now, if you have a back problem, you want to swallow your pride. If you want to carry on, ask somebody to help you because it is very awkward to lift and put that heavy object, and it really puts your back at risk. The other thing I want to point out is these carry-on bags. They now come with 4 wheels, and so you don't have to tilt it over to carry it. So look for a bag such as that as well.
And also one with a high enough, you said, you're bending over to roll it. Make sure it's got a long enough handle.
Right, especially if you're a very tall person, you definitely don't want to be doing that. And if you are carrying bags, make sure it's evenly distributed on both sides. And that's why things like fitness, core stability, and getting to the gym are so important, especially if you're a road warrior.
All right, something else that's very important to my heart, sleeping. I'm a big fan of it, but you say it can be dangerous if you're not doing it in the right way.
That's right. So, as far as pillows are concerned, we get a lot of questions about pillows and mattresses, and quite honestly, I haven't heard of many cases of neck and back pain purely being cured by changing your pillow. But there are certain rules to follow. First of all, as far as pillows are concerned, if you sleep on your back, you don't want your neck pushed all the way forward. If you sleep on your side, you really want to fill in this space without having your neck cranked one way or the other.
So bigger pillow if you're a side sleeper, smaller pillow if you're a back sleeper.
That's right. Now here's another fact people don't know about laying on a mattress. When you lie flat on a mattress, you add 50 pounds of pressure to your low back. So if you sleep on your back, put a pillow under your knees, but the very best way to sleep is on your side with a pillow between your knees and, if necessary, a pillow behind your back.
All right, you heard it here first, on your side with a pillow in between, the safest way to sleep. Thank you so much. I'm going to go take a nap right now and try it out. For more information, you can call Spine Team Texas at South Lake at 817-442-9300 or the Rockwall location at 972-772-9600. You can also log on, as always, to SpineTeamTexas.com. Amy, you ready for a nap?
I am. That sounds really good. Well, thanks. You know, we've been chatting a little bit about the Super Bowl today, all those great commercials. You know, my favorite are those E-Trade babies. Here's another look at one of my other picks.
Oh, yeah, sorry about last night.
Yeah, I just don't understand why you didn't call.
Yeah, well, I was on E-Trade, you know, diversifying my portfolio, taking control.